Hey everybody. All right, so you were given problem number one, or chose problem number one, and want to go through it. So we are trying to find the maximum speed, and when you see the word speed, that should tell you you're trying to find tangential velocity without sliding off the road. So we have some information we want to identify. Our radius is 0.07 kilometers, but we want that to be in meters. So we got to convert. I know that in 1 kilometer there are 1,000 meters, so that is 70 meters. So my radius is 70 meters. The curve is completely horizontal. That just says I don't have to worry about gravity or the normal force. I know that my coefficient of kinetic friction, tying back into our previous unit, is 0.25, and that's really all we know. So we have to be a little clever. If it's sliding, it's going around a horizontal curve, so the only force pulling it in has to be the kinetic friction force. And I know that the kinetic friction force then has to equal my centripetal force. And my kinetic friction force is equal to my mu k times my normal force. And my centripetal force, I have Vt that I'm looking for, has to be m times Vt squared over r. Okay. So what's up with this m? Well, mu k times the normal force, but the normal force, because this is horizontal, that says that my normal force has to exactly equal my force of gravity. And my force of gravity is m times g equals m times Vt squared over r. So m's magically, not really magically, purposely, cancel. And I can solve for Vt. Vt is going to be, sort of skipping a little step, but you can just do the math. It's going to be mu k times r times g. Multiply the r up, you have r times mu k times g. So, plugging that in, it's the square root of 0.25 times r, which is 70, times g, 9.8. And I get square root of 0.25 times 70 times 9.8, 13.095 or 13.10 meters per second. Speed has units of meters per second, so you gotta make sure you include that. The key for this trick, or for this problem, is if you're not given mass, if you're not given mass or weight, that has to means that m cancels. Is a key trick. It means you don't need it. When that happens, to show that, you really do need to keep the equations going and can't just try to plug things in right away, because I have no idea what the mass could be. It doesn't really matter, though. That's the point of this. The mass doesn't matter one bit, which is really cool. So hopefully that helps. As you can see, my email's going through. And we'll go from there. So maximum speed. Anything faster than this, that means that you have broken friction, because we initially set our friction force equal to our centripetal force. And this is the maximum amount of friction we can have. So anything faster than that, you're going to slide right off the road, which is kind of cool. So, all set. Done in 4 minutes. Not too bad.